I don't know if I can do this. Library days. When older adults speak, okay, my glasses are. When older adults speak fondly of their childhood, they describe a time when the streets were safer, all the neighbors were friendly except for the one on the corner, and towns were smaller than the present day. Although the reality of this world at large may have been quite different, perhaps children from certain families are sheltered from the cruel realities of life, even if just for a short time. Or perhaps memories become sweeter with age, as personal responsibilities become more serious and life-changing. When I think about the time we lived in Gorham, New York, I feel that safe, small-town nostalgia that I hear in seasoned voices who tell stories about playing ball in the street. Aaron, Tim, and I had our bikes. Main Street contained the bulk of the town, and we had the run of the neighborhood. One of our most common destinations was the library, a small, quaint white building with a large bell standing out front that made it look like an old schoolhouse. Although we traveled by bicycle, it was probably only 4 or 5 houses up the street from home. We lengthened the bike ride, usually by taking the downhill driveway loop behind the house that stood right next door to the library. It was fun to swoop down the paved hill on one side of the house and come back the other side, reaching the library parking lot from the side. The librarian looked like a librarian should, tall, speckled, with dark wavy hair that rested behind her shoulders. She would greet us with a smile at the front desk, and we would head to the back of the building, up 3 carpeted steps to the narrow juvenile fiction section. A few times I ventured over to the far right side of the library just to see what was there. History, nonfiction, and thick books about animals and science lined those tall shelves. I have no recollection of any adult books, nonfiction section. For all I knew, this was a children's only library, and indeed, we seemed to own the place. There was rarely anyone else there, and never a line when we were ready to check out our books and ride the half block back to our house. We would spend full afternoons in the juvenile fiction section, sitting on the carpet up those 3 steps, reading through book after book. In fact, I believe we found Aaron there on more than one.
Really?
On more than one late afternoon.
Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I had my own business in the library?
After searching everywhere else in a frantic panic. Every summer there was a reading contest for children. Aaron and I always won first place for our age groups. This could indicate the superior intelligence of our young minds, but more likely it was due to our proximity and easy access to the library. I also remember a gentleman wearing a tall black hat that would visit the library for a few days late in summer every year. He would park his horse and buggy in front of the library entrance, and whenever either Aaron or I passed him, he would greet us with a hearty, "Hello, lass." I have no idea what he was doing there. I just remember that one day the buggy would be there, and a few days later it would be gone. The library is a central part of life as I remember it in Gorham, completed by safe surroundings, friendly neighbors, and a town that was just smaller than towns today. That's so cool.
Yay!
Shannon.